All right, you guys. Welcome to a new Coach Getting Started Right call. Essentially, this is actually the first call that I've done as like a group call, and we're really gonna have these a couple of times a month. So if you feel like you kind of missed something in this call, we will have another one. Feel free to jump on them at any point in time, or feel free to reach out to myself or any of the other coaches if you have questions at any point in time throughout this process. But I just want to first and foremost say congratulations on becoming a new coach and starting your business. I know a couple of you for sure have already been on the programs and products. Some people, it's completely brand new. It's all an entirely new learning curve. But above all, I really feel like when I became a coach is when I became the most dedicated to my own journey. So that for me was something that I didn't really expect. I totally thought that maybe it would be almost the opposite way around, but it definitely wasn't. So that was a nice little surprise. And I definitely got the best results that I was looking for once I actually became a coach. So I just want to share my screen here and show you guys. There's a couple of really great websites and stuff that I want you guys to go check out. And this is really just, as you start to understand this business and everything that it is, there can be a lot thrown at you right away. So this is really just to help guide you in this first little bit of becoming a coach and really becoming focused on what it is that you're doing as a coach. And hopefully this gives you some direction and guidance over the next month or so as you get your feet wet. So again, congrats on making the decision to become a coach. I truly believe that this platform has everything in it for not only your own personal wellness, but for you to be able to make it whatever you want for you and your family. So whatever that looks like to you, everyone has completely different goals, and that's totally cool. Your goals aren't going to be my goals. My goals aren't going to be the same as someone else's goals. And that's kind of the beauty of the business. You make this what you want it to be, and you can put in the time that you have during the day in order to get to some of those goals that you are setting for yourself. So first and foremost, I want to make sure that you guys are connected to the team. So we do have the Facebook page. It is called FamJam Empire. Make sure that you're a part of that page. We have a messenger chat on Facebook as well, and it is called the February New Coach Training Chat. So make sure that you are a part of that. If not, just shoot a quick message to your coach and say, hey, can you please add me to this chat? And then make sure you're a part of a challenge group as well. So the challenge group, there are a couple of different groups that are happening. So just make sure you're a part of at least one of them with your coach. And if you guys have questions at any point in time throughout this, please just shoot them in the chat and I'll try and answer them as we go along. Getting set up. So these are a couple of things that I have found most common questions that we get, and hopefully in having the stuff kind of set up in ahead of time, it will help you as things are shared. So create a Gmail account. The importance of this is really because we share a lot of information from Google Docs and Google Sheets. So you need a Gmail account in order to access that. I share a lot of stuff through Google Drive. We have a ton of information on there. So just make sure that you have that set up so you can access all of that information. Makes things a little bit easier on your end. Then making sure that you set up your EFT and a W8 Ben form. So if you log into your coach office, which is coach.teambeachbody.com, there's a section at the top that says monitor my business. And under that, there's another section that is compensation. And that's where you can say, it'll say manage my EFT. And that's how you are going to set up your direct deposit with Beachbody. The W8 Ben form is for Canadians only. So if you are a Canadian coach, you want to make sure that you should have received an email about a W8 Ben form. There's a sample form as well. They're very particular about how you set up this form. So make sure that you fill it in exactly as the sample is, as they say. If you have struggles with that, we have a template that we can send you as well. So just reach out. The team training calls, so it's a really great idea, even just to mark like a recurring event in your calendar, whatever calendar you might be using. And our team calls are every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our FamJam call. We are a part of a larger team called Crush Nation, and we still plug everyone into their team calls as well. They're completely optional, but they are run by Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick, and they are the #1 coaches in Canada. They provide us with really incredible resources and tools. So their calls are usually pretty fantastic. So we just leave those as an optional call if you want to jump on those. Those are Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the National Wake Up Call, which is the NWC, that is a call from Beachbody. It is Monday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those calls are usually top coaches that have top tips and tricks that you can apply into your business every week. So that's always a great one to listen to as well. All of the calls are recorded and posted in the Fam Jam Empire team page, the Facebook page. So if you can't make those times, not a big deal. You can always catch the recording whenever you have a chance that week. The last thing is just turning on your notifications. It says for the team page, but turn them on for the accountability group as well, or the team page. The reason being is that we share weekly updates on new calls, links, training information. We share what we call power hours. So we actually run like a full hour Zoom call like this, and we walk you through how we work our business on social media. So those power hours happen quite often every single week, and we will update you guys on the team page on the times for those. Some important websites, the biggest one being the Coach office. So that is coach.teambeachbody.com. I find the websites get confusing in the beginning, so I just want to clarify what they all are. Now, the Coach office is where you're running your business. So if somebody needs a link, you probably received a link to buy your package. This is where you're going to go to do that, to manage your clients, to see who your coaches are. There's lots of really great information in the Coach office. That is the website. Your product. So if you want to purchase product, or you want to check out what some of the challenge packs are, what the products offer, the activewear, there's all kinds of stuff on teambeachbody.com. Then Beachbody On Demand is where you access the fitness, the workouts, and the nutrition programs, of course, as well as the Fixate cooking show. So Beachbody On Demand is really great. The other thing that I wanted to point out with Beachbody On Demand is the blog feature. The blog feature is what I use all the time for my clients. So I really help to support people through recipes and nutrition and using the blog posts, because they have some great trainers that are posting really great information on there. I use a lot of that information in my challenge groups. So make sure you use that as a resource as you are going through kind of that process of becoming a coach and eventually running your own challenge group at some point. So keep that in your back pocket. Then the Coach Summit. So it's coachsummit.com. That one there is really important. Coach Summit is every single year Beachbody has an event, and it is their annual conference for all the coaches to attend. We attended last year's event for the first time, and it was a lot of fun. So you can visit coachsummit.com. You can register for the next one that is happening in July. It is July every single year. This year it's in New Orleans. We will be there, and I know there's a lot of people from our team that are going to be there as well. It's a great opportunity to get connected into the community, meet people in person, and really just like fully dive into the Beachbody world for like 4 days. So make sure that you are registered for that. The other really important thing is every quarter we have a Beachbody event, and there's usually a workout and some guest speakers. So the next event is happening in April. You can go to Team Beachbody events to check out. There's more information that'll be coming on those. Not all of them are set yet, but that's where you can go to learn a little bit more about that event as well. The next thing is training. So I know you guys are excited to get into all of the training. We actually have a brand new training platform. So you probably received an email from us, and we had the website for you to go to. We now have a new course platform. There's the website there. I will make sure that this is posted in the team page as well. So it's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/FamJamTraining. This is super simple. You're just going to go to that website. You're going to click on enroll for free. You're going to create an account, which is very basic. And then you can navigate through the training site and complete all the courses. It will track how, as you go through all of the lessons, it will actually track where you're at, so you can make sure that you can go back and you know exactly what lessons you've completed and which ones you haven't. If you have questions throughout the training, just ask in that Facebook chat group I talked about, the messenger group. Just ask in there and say, hey guys, you know, lesson number 4 on your why, whatever it is, I'm stuck here. There's assignments as well that we ask you to complete. You can complete the assignment and then message in the chat just to say like, hey, completed assignment number 3, whatever it is. This is really important as you go through the first like 30 days of coaching. Try and ensure that you've completed the training website within your first 30 days. We've tried to really break it down so that it is the most important information that you need to know right away, and then we will add to it as you continue on your journey. That will be really important and help to answer a lot of the questions that you might already have. We really, really encourage you guys to be a product of the product. So make sure that you are currently following a workout program, that you have either Shakeology or the Performance Line on Home Direct, that you're participating and showing up in your challenge group is also a really important part of this journey, because you're inviting other people to join you as well. And just being present in that space is an important piece of that. And then really just taking note. As you start out on your journey, wherever you're at right now, just start taking note. Maybe it's in the note section of your phone. Maybe it's in a journal. Maybe it's just on your computer in a Word document, whatever it might be. Just kind of take note of your journey and how you're feeling. This is really going to help you to start craft some of your social media posts. So just kind of take note and just become aware of kind of where you're at. The second piece to that, of course, is sharing your journey. So you are committed to a workout program, you're committed to the products, showing up in your accountability group, which is the community space. So now we're really going to talk about kind of sharing that on social media and what that looks like. This is probably the scariest piece for most people. And most people are like, oh, this is the part that makes me so uncomfortable. But I really want to kind of ease that and let you know that like there's no right or wrong way to do it. It really is just showing up as you. And if you share what you're doing, why you're excited about it, how it's making you feel, what changes maybe you've seen, why do you want to help other people do what you're doing, that piece, if you can show up every single day and share something to do with that, it doesn't have to be this long drawn out story. It can be very simple, but really just evoking a little bit of emotion out of people through your posts is really where the game changer begins. So don't overthink it. Don't feel like you have to spend 2 or 3 hours crafting a post. You can literally just check in saying, this is where I'm at. This is how I'm feeling. I love working out in the morning because, I like working out at home because I don't have to take my kids in the car when it's snowy like it is right now. Whatever it might be for you, whatever that reason is, just start sharing that. And this is where people are going to start watching. And whether or not you are getting engagement, the whole point of this is not to get engagement off of your posts or to get people to say like, hey, I'm ready. Yes, let's go. What are you doing? Naturally, people will start asking questions, but I really just want you guys to get in the habit of posting on social media every day and talking about what you're doing and why you're doing it. The other piece of that is to be using Instagram stories. We'll go through a whole Instagram training on the Training Academy. There's like a basic training that walks you through social media, but really just posting on your stories about getting your workout in, having a shake that day, nutritious meal that you had, the fact that you're drinking water, what you're doing with your family and your kids. A little sneak peek into your life is really where the magic happens. So start using Instagram stories. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just start showing up. The next piece to showing up on your journey is really choosing a picture for your post. And I think oftentimes when we start, we're very nervous about taking a picture of ourselves and putting that up on social media. We don't like seeing ourselves in photos. I know as a new mom, I used to hide behind my kids instead of showing my face in pictures. I would go back like 9 years and try and find pictures of myself, and they're almost non-existent because I just hid behind my kids and everything else for the longest time. So I would encourage you guys, if you have a transformation, I shared, this is Tara McMurder at the top there. I shared hers because I love that she showed a transformation picture. The sweaty selfie, of course, is a great one. Shorty here is actually showing an affirmation card from one of our programs. So again, it's just kind of tying things into her journey, and she's talking more about the affirmation card than she is about, oh, here's another sweaty selfie. So it's a bit more of a story. But again, you can see that the card kind of like grabs your focus there. Another option is definitely something like what Jared's done at the bottom, and it's not your face. And that's okay too. And if you're feeling like taking a sweaty selfie and posting it is a little bit uncomfortable for yourself, or taking a picture of yourself and putting that up is uncomfortable, consider taking a picture of your weights, taking a shot of your running shoes, maybe your workout space. Maybe it's like all the products and you like take a picture from like above down type of thing. So just consider the picture should be you and not a product. And we don't want to take pictures of the Shakeology bag or pictures of the Energize, or just constantly showing pictures of the video of like Beachbody On Demand. Try using you and your face, your surroundings, your environment, your kids, whatever it is that you want to share that's in your life. Consider using photos like that. As you start sharing your journey, as you start talking to people, as you are an entrepreneur now of your own business, you are the CEO of your own business. We are here to help guide you, but ultimately our goal is that you become independent from us as quickly as possible, because the less you have to rely on us, the faster you can get to your goals, whatever those might be. And so as you do that and as you navigate through that, there's going to be a ton of struggles, as there is with any business. And not everyone's going to like what you're doing. This is new. There's going to be resistance from people. It is totally natural. There's going to be hesitation. There's going to be negativity along with positivity. And there's going to be a lot of really great support. But oftentimes and this is what I found on my journey, was that as I started sharing what I was doing on social media, I had a lot of people who were like, who are you? What are you doing? Why are you sharing this? And the questions just started. And I had to learn that it wasn't really a question of me. It was more so just questioning what it was exactly that I was doing. And change is difficult for a lot of people. So just know that you're going to have struggles in this business. Know that we'll know when you're struggling in this business, because oftentimes you won't be replying to messages, or you won't be participating in team calls. You won't be showing up in the challenge group. So there will be some signs where, that's where we can really connect and say like, hey, what's going on? Let's get on a call and let's talk through this. We're here for you to help you through all of the struggles. We can't run your business for you, and we can't make everyone just be super happy about everything that you're doing, of course. But we really want to make sure that we can help you navigate all of the roadblocks that you might come up against. And in pushing through those is where you're going to see all the success happen within your business. Hand in hand with that goes personal development. We recommend 10 to 15 minutes a day of personal development. It has literally changed the game for me. The book that I recommend starting with is The Slight Edge, and it's by Jeff Olson. It really put things into perspective for me when I'm the type of person who is like, go, go, go. I'm constantly doing things. I'm constantly feeling like I'm not doing enough. This book for me, regardless of the type of person you are, I feel like it applies to everybody, but it really helped me to understand that this is about consistency over time. And it's not about getting anywhere. It's not about running to the finish line insanely fast. It's just about taking everything that we're talking about and applying it daily in little bits that will eventually get you to where you want to go over time. So the best part about personal development for me has also been that I have really taken all of my takeaways, like my aha moments, and I share those on social media. So it gives me a ton of content. You don't have to go and buy the books. You can listen to all the podcasts for free. It's totally depends on what type of person you are. If you want to listen on your commute to work, if you are listening to podcasts while you're in the shower, while you're working out, or if you like to just sit down and read a good book. Either way, they're totally fine. And that for me has definitely given me a lot of growth on my journey. It's helped me with a lot of the negativity that I spoke about. It's helped me to understand people. And it's also just helped me to get a lot of content for social media as well. So moving through, I want to talk about 2 ways that you really earn in this business. There's a multiple streams of income that actually come in from Beachbody, but two basic ways that you earn are through retail commission. So you actually will earn a 20 to 40% commission based on what it is that you're selling through the products and programs, which are in challenge packs, Beachbody On Demand, Shakeology, the activewear, all of that you are earning a percentage of commission off of. The second way to earn is by building a team. And you are actually going to receive a team, it's called a team cycle bonus. And that's based on the activities of what your team is doing. So in the retail commission side of things, just know that that piece is very important in the beginning. And that is where you will actually see the majority of your income coming from when you first start out. After you start building a team, you'll actually start to see that switch. And the majority of your income likely will be coming from your team cycle bonuses instead of the retail commission side of it. The reason for that is that your retail commission that you're receiving is really based on your efforts and the time and energy that you have to put into your business. You only have so many hours in a day. Whereas your team, you're now multiplying those efforts by your team of 10, 20, 30, 100 people. So you start to see that compound effect and that residual income that's happening from the team cycle bonuses. So those are the two basic ways that you will earn commission in Beachbody. The first 3 months, I think, are the most important 3 months in your business. The first 3 months really are what kind of make or break any new business, especially in network marketing. And I want you guys to really look at what your 3-month goals will be. They don't have to be these. These are really just guidelines for you on what 3 months could look like in your business and what goal setting could look like in month 1, month 2, and month 3. But you can set whatever you want. These are the basic benchmarks that I would say the majority of coaches kind of go for. So I would love after this call if you would just message your coach and say what your goals are for your first 3 months. Month 1, I put down Success Club 5 and an Emerald Coach. This is going to sound like Chinese to you. You have no idea what either of these are. So I'm going to explain those in a second. Month 2 is Success Club 10 and a Ruby Coach. And month 3 is Success Club 10 again and a Diamond Coach. So Success Club, I'm just going to move down. What is Success Club 5 and 10? So every time, and you likely purchased a challenge pack when you decided to start your health and wellness journey or become a coach, every time you sell a challenge pack, that is worth 2 points. So essentially, if you were to sell 3 challenge packs, that would be 6 points. So that would be Success Club 6, but it would qualify you for Success Club 5. If you were to sell 5 challenge packs, that's 2 points each, so that's 10 points. So 5 challenge packs is Success Club 10. So essentially, you are helping 3 to 5 people every single month. That's what it breaks down to. And that's qualifying you for Success Club 5 or 10. You can earn 1 point if it's just a product purchase from somebody, and this only applies to their first purchase. So if they purchase again for their second month, you don't receive additional points for them. It is only their first purchase that they make. So essentially, just kind of going back up to the goals here, your first month, you're looking to help 3 people, and then month 2, 5 people, month 3, another 5 people. So at the end of 3 months, we're looking at 13 people being helped to start their health and wellness journey. In terms of the Emerald, Ruby, and Diamond Coach, these are just ranking systems within Beachbody, and naturally as you're helping people get started, you'll start to see these happen, and it's all in the training as well. So when you dive into the training, we'll get more into what those are. So what do you do now? The very first week of when you decide like you're going all in, let's go, I'm ready to do this, the most important part is really just sharing that story on social media. Why are you doing this? Why are you excited? Why is this a decision that you made, whether to become a coach or whether just to start a journey at home with your health and wellness? Start posting daily, 1 post a day. I use the same post on Instagram as I do on Facebook. I just copy my text. So I'll write all my text out in a notes section on my phone. And then I copy all that text and I put it into a Facebook post, and then I put it into Instagram post. I don't share directly. So if you go into Instagram, you can type a post and you can toggle the button for Facebook share. I don't do that because it shows up differently on Facebook, and I find my engagement isn't the same. So I just copy it all, and then I post the same thing on both platforms. The next thing is make sure that you visit the training academy and you begin going through the training. You will have a lot of your questions answered in there, but you also will likely have a lot of new questions that come up from it. So make sure that you're connecting with your coach and you guys are going through that training and you're just connected every step of the way so that you get your questions answered. Really commit to your personal journey. So by sharing that on social media every single day and participating in the Facebook group, you're going to see more success in this business when you commit to your personal journey, but don't try and be perfect. Really recognize where you're at and just share honestly where you're at right now. It's not about being at the end of the journey before you start sharing. It's not about being a perfect coach or feeling like you know everything. It really is just helping people to see what it is that you're using to help guide you. And that is really where the magic happens when it comes to connecting with your audience on social media, is that you, or even in real life, when you're talking to people in real life, that piece is like, I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going to show up and here's what I'm using to help me figure it out. And I'm learning so much along the way, and just start sharing everything that you're learning. The last thing that you can start doing this week is really just to reach out to 10 people. I like to start 10 conversations a day, whether that is on Facebook or on Instagram or in person, text, phone call, whatever it might be, and ask them to join you. Ask them if they're ready to get started on their health and wellness journey. I really feel like that was the biggest roadblock for me for a while, was just like, what do I say? How do I ask people? In the training, there's really great scripts that you can use if you want like a base, but I would really just pull from what excites you the most, and why are you excited to invite people to come join you on your journey as well. And in the beginning, it really is going to be a lot of the people that you know until you start to build your trust on social media. So above all, just make sure you guys are having fun with it. I know that this is going to be a huge learning curve, and there's going to be lots of questions as we go through, but we're here for you. So as things come up, and as you get through absolutely everything, as people message you back and start asking, what are you doing? Like, what is going on? Or you invite them and they say no, just message your coach, because through action is really where I find you're going to learn the most. And I always encourage you guys, as you're having conversations in Messenger or in your DMs on Instagram, you can always screenshot those and send them as well over to me. And I don't mind looking at them to help you kind of navigate that conversation. If you're just feeling like, I really truly don't know what to say to this person, just send that conversation over and I can help you kind of navigate through that and share some of the stories that I've shared in the past to really help build a connection with that person that you're talking to. So that's all from me. I am going to open it up. If you guys have questions, you can ask me questions, but those are the basics of really just getting started, getting your feet wet. And I really feel like once you just dive into the training, you're really going to start to learn a heck of a lot more, and especially on our team page as well. But I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to open it up. If you guys have questions, there's nothing in the chat, so that's good. But if anyone has questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask away. And if not, then that's good too. Debbie, are you good?
Sorry, just looking for the unmute button.
Yeah.
I think once I get started in the training, online training, that's probably when I'm going to have more questions. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest reservation that I have right now is it's the social media. It's putting yourself out there. I don't have a large following at all. So it's just even learning how to do posts and how to, like, I've been trying a few things out with Instagram, even just filters and stuff like that, learning how to use that and how to even post on the stories. So it's definitely a big learning curve for me, because social media isn't a big thing that I have been using in the past, but I think
and we will definitely help you with that. It is very common. That is the number one thing that people struggle with as they kind of start their business. The thing that I would say the most is in the beginning, it is a lot of the people that you already know and just talking to people in person as you're learning that social media side of things. So that's always really important as well. But when you dive into the training, you'll see at the bottom, it says like additional training, and there's a social media basics course. And the social media basics, I kind of walk you through like very simple, okay, here's how to post a story, here's where you find certain things. So it is very simple, and that's really where we want to start. I know that when I get carried away with like all the bells and whistles with videos and filters and everything else, it's almost it almost puts people off in a sense of starting their business, because they're like, well, I can't do what she does. So
Right.
don't feel like it has to be perfect, because actually when it's not perfect, people can be like, oh, well, I can do that. And they can see
Okay.
themselves in you.
Yeah, they can relate. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be afraid of that. I know even looking back at some of my posts and some of my pictures, and like they were horrible in the beginning. When I look back now, I was like, why did I even think that looked good? But it's all about learning, and people resonated with it because it wasn't perfect. So they're not looking for that perfect post or the perfect picture, or making sure that everything is set up perfectly in an Instagram story. They're really just looking for you. So as you navigate through that, though, there'll be lots of questions. And I've learned a few tips or tricks along the way. So just shoot me a message. I'm happy to help.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Thank you.
I am too. Is everyone else good? All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go so you can get back to your Sunday, and make sure that you are connected in all those places. I'm going to post this recording as well in our chat so that you guys can rewatch this if you would like to. And you'll have the link for the brand new training site as well, so you guys can get started on that. And then just shoot a message to us as you are navigating through everything, because I know you'll have tons of questions. All right. Thank you guys for joining. See ya.